Hey guys, and welcome back to Warzone Central, and so we're taking a look at the next best secondary after the Bullfrog is nerfed, which is going to be the Modern Warfare and the Cold War MP5 in my opinion. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the best attachments and class setup for the MP5s. So first of all, I'll be taking a look at the Cold War MP5 because that's the one that I'm personally using, so I can speak more about it. So the attachments are as follows: you have your agency suppressor, you have your task force barrel, you have your field agent grip because it's quite a high recoil gun, you have your Stanag 50 round drum mags because you have that ADS time improvement with the drum mags, then you have your Raider stock to finish it all off. Now the reason you're using the Raider stock is because you need that mobility. However, if you're not too confident with the recoil of this gun, then you can always replace the Raider stock with the Microflex LED sight or another sight like it, because having a holographic with a very fine point dot makes the recoil a lot easier to manage, and it allows you to take the full potential of the time to kill. Now let's take a look at the Modern Warfare MP5. Now the reasons you might use this is because, for one, you could be on console, and since you're locked at an 80 FOV, controlling the recoil is a lot more difficult than mine at 110 since it's more magnified, since you're more zoomed in. Now if you don't find the recoil too bad, go ahead and use it, you'll get a slightly quicker time to kill. However, if you're really not winning gunfights because you cannot control the recoil for whatever reason, then the Modern Warfare MP5 is a great alternative. This gun has only a slightly slower time to kill, I'll show it in the chart here. I think it's probably about 30 milliseconds difference. I'll put the exact figures here. So the Modern Warfare MP5 build is as follows. You have your monolithic integral suppressor barrel, so you get the suppression and the barrel all in one. Then you have your Merc foregrip because that helps with the hipfire spread as well as your speed. Then you have your 45 round mags, and then you have your rubberized grip tape, and finally you have the 5mm laser. Now there is a second build which is where you get rid of the laser and you add the F-Tac collapsible stock, because then you have very quick speed. However, personally, I quite like hipfire. Hipfiring is good fun, and it's very important when you're getting into close range gunfights with your MP5, and the 5mm laser is really good at this, so personally I'd put this on. However, it's up to you. Now you've got the two builds, you need to know what you're going to pair it with in order to have a full class. So at the time of recording, the AMAX has not yet received its nerf, which is why first of all I will suggest the AMAX with the build on screen. Again, you've got your mono suppressor, your Zodiac barrel, your commando foregrip, your 45 round mags, and your axial arms 3 times. Now this is the build at the moment. However, if the AMAX does get nerfed in the near future, prior to this video being uploaded, I will prepare you by giving you the next 2 best ARs, which I think is going to be the Krig, which I reckon is going to be the next meta due to the fact it's low recoil, it's easy to use, and it has a very fast time to kill. So the Krig build is as follows: you have your agency suppressor, you have your 19.7 inch Ranger barrel, you have your field agent grip, you have your Stanag 60 round mags, and then you have your axial arms 3 times scope with a precision reticle or a default reticle. So make sure you have this down, you can give this a go, it's very easy to use, and I reckon this will be the next meta. Now I did say there'll be one more, which I think is going to be a smaller percentage of players because it's quite hard to use, but this is the AK-47 Cold War. Now the reason this is very hard to use is because it has some extremely high recoil, and only the top players are going to be able to control it pretty much. However, it does have a very fast time to kill, pretty similar to the AMAX. So I'll quickly run you through the attachments just in case this is also the meta. Okay, so you're going to have your GRU suppressor, which is basically the agency suppressor equivalent for the guns that don't have it. Then you're going to have your 20-inch Liberator barrel. You're going to have your Spetsnaz grip for that recoil control. Then you're going to have your 45 round mags because that's the same as the AMAX. However, if you're finding that too little, then you can always go to the 60 round mags. Make sure they're not fast because fast mags do slow down your ADS by quite a lot. And then finally you're going to have your axial arms 3 times with either the precision reticle or the normal reticle. What's good is there's an optic called the SUSAT multi-zoom, which is basically, it's a more zoomed in scope, goes from a 2 times to a 4 times in Cold War standards, but the main reason you use this is because it eliminates all recoil. Now this could seem very broken, however it does look a bit weird, so you need to make sure that if you're going to use this instead of the axial arms 3 times, that you're prepared to have to look a bit closer in order to see your targets. However, this does allow you to not have to worry about recoil control pretty much at all, as it just eliminates it. So you can give the SUSAT multi-zoom a go if you're finding the recoil too extreme. So anyway, those are your 2 Modern Warfare and your Cold War MP5 builds. Personally, I'm using the Cold War MP5 due to its slightly faster TTK. However, if you find it too hard to control or you just don't like it, then you can always go to the Modern Warfare MP5. Both builds are on screen here. Then you need to know what to pair it with. 3 ARs that I'm going to recommend is the AMAX, which at the moment is the meta. However, if the AMAX does get nerfed prior to this being uploaded, then the next best 2 ARs, in my opinion, that should be meta is the Krig. The build is going to be on screen quickly, and then the other one is the AK-47 Cold War, which is going to be a smaller niche for the better players, which can control the recoil, and it has a slightly faster time to kill. Personally, I'm going to give the AK-47 a go because it has a very fast time to kill, almost same as the AMAX. However, if I find it too crazy and it's just not possible to control and its visual recoil is a bit messy, then I'm probably just going to go to the Krig as well. So you can guarantee that both of these ARs are going to be solid. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed, make sure that you've liked, commented and subscribed, telling me which build you're going to be using down below and which AR you're going to be using with it. Make sure you've also subscribed to the channel, and that's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.